What's going on, guys? Besides here, in today's video we're going to learn about macro rotation, decision making, risk and reward on AD carry, and mid game on AD carry. If you're low elo, if you're below grandmaster, these tips are absolutely applicable for any game for your specific region. So be sure to watch this until the end. Like, subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this AD carry specialized channel. My name is Andrew. You can call me Bizaiz as well, and I'm a League of Legends coach with over 10 years experience. I coach players from bronze to challenger, helping them to reach the goal. So be sure to watch this until the end, because this is a great video for you to improve your AD carry gameplay. Okay, then you played very respectfully again. Let's see. You're just respecting W of the Pantheon. You have a lot of minions, so if they jump right now, you should be fine. You're respecting the Pantheon. Thing is, if he jumps on you right now, you guys win. Because Tristana is not that strong to 100 to 0 you. That's the thing. Your playstyle is pretty bad to learn League of Legends. Because you're just playing so safe that you don't know what can kill you and what can't.
Yeah.
You don't really test your limits. So I would personally play a lot more aggressive. Try to test my limits. Okay, sometimes I will die, sometimes I will lose. But I will learn, hey, this is so much damage he does. I know what damage I can take, how much damage I can take, what fights I can take, because I know. But the way you play right now is basically like, yeah, just play safe, don't do anything.
AFK farm simulator.
AFK farm, yeah, exactly. Like here, it's a bit counterintuitive to say, okay, so you're telling me to step up here and get W'd. I mean, not really in general. Pantheon Tristana is very strong, but in this case, the Pantheon doesn't have a lot of items. The Tristana has a long sword. Okay, I wouldn't say you're strong, but you are stronger than them. And especially because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minions. Should look to bait them in right here, because you have a lot of minions, so you can easily play like that W. If you step here and he does go in, you have the tower, so you're gonna win. Okay, maybe he's not gonna tank tower shots, but there is only like how aggressive, how deep are they gonna go, because you just have the tower right here. Same thing here, just tank it. Why are you scared? What is he gonna do? Jump here? Like, this is the tower range, so if he jumps here and I double and I kite towards my tower, I mean, what is Tristana gonna do? Kamikaze into the tower? Like, she can't really do that. So there, just proc W, hit him, and just bait him, go in. And then you root him, and then you chunk him very, very hard. Yeah, you are very AFK farming, and all players in that have this, it's concerning.
Okay.
It's concerning. What do I mean this? Blue KDAs. Green KDAs. A good player of AD carry is only going to have this KDAs if he's smurfing. Because you need to take some risk. Thing is, you're a pretty smart player. Because you have 8 kills and you die only 3.9 times. That is good. You have 7 kills and you die only 3.5 times. I'm very scared of the people that play this game and they have 3 deaths and they get 4 kills. That means they are literally AFK farming. You're not like that though. You're much better though. So I'm not saying this is a good pattern to have to like play AFK safe, but you're not the worst player in Silver. Definitely not. So I can see this is a positive thing as well. That you have a pattern that is not like a severe pattern. So here I was like, okay, who do we focus right now?
I feel like the correct answer is the Pantheon, since we can focus him. Yeah.
Because realistically speaking, I mean, if you click here and hit Tristana, you're gonna be 1v1 pretty much, and you might win or you might lose. She's Tristana, she's gonna put the bomb on your head. But then if you go on Pantheon, one, Seraphim is on him, so it's probably gonna root him or stun him or whatever. Like, she has the root right now. And you have someone that you hit Pantheon, you probably hit him like 6 times. If you go on Tristana, you probably hit like less, maybe 4 times. So here you Q, just keep, okay, like she played it really like crazy, this Tristana. But if you use your Q and W on the Pantheon, then you can't really swap the target on Tristana. She played it very, very bad and she lost it. She used the W like that. It's crazy. But the way you should see this play is, if Tristana is chunked and you can chunk her more, definitely go on Trist.
Okay.
If you know you can kill her or threaten her, absolutely hit the backline target and not the closest target. But in a case like this, where my CC can spend the CC, my support can spend the CC on the Pantheon, then definitely I will go on the Pantheon. So if you were good here, like if it's like a master tier player, maybe he clicks here the first time, so he can get more distance to Tristana. He hits the Pantheon once, then he goes here, hits the Pantheon once, goes here, hit the Pantheon 3 times, and she's gonna be here, which means Tristana can't really jump on Xayah. So I'm hitting, I'm trying to go on this arc right here, and I'm trying to get distance from Tristana and hit the closest target. This way, I maximize my damage to go on the closest target, the maximum one of auto attacks, but I'm also gaining distance with the enemy carry. That's how you should be looking to play. Of course, it wasn't completely horrible because, I mean, Tristana went in melee, and then Pantheon also has the E here, so it's not the worst that you went for the Tristana. Just not ideal. Okay, so we talked about target prioritization. 630, bad pattern I type here.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let a lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Yeah, same thing right here. Same thing right here. Like, who do I focus right now? Who do I focus right now? Thing is, Pantheon just uses W. So now just go on the Pantheon. Go on the Pantheon. I mean, okay, sure. Some people will go, okay, just go on Tristana. The only problem is if you go on Tristana, you go here. Which means Pantheon, if he wants to change targets. Oh, and that's a Pantheon though. I don't want to be in a melee range with the Pantheon. He's gonna just smash my face. So be very careful with these things. There are some situations when, because they are low, you can just go on the backline target. But again, this is very greedy and very bad pattern. Of course, Pantheon is bad, and he actually forgot that he can just, like, you can see he's like it's a comedy player. This guy, like, look at him. Like, oh, it's okay. You're playing Pantheon. Look how easy it is. You know. And like, yeah, and he didn't. He missed the kill right there. And now, of course, push. Okay, and then we recall. We can't get the plate because Tristana should be. Yeah, as I said, think where Tristana is. Think about the tempo of AD carry. She spawned right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seconds since she spawned. It takes 25 seconds to get from base to lane. 12 seconds is almost half. She's halfway. I need to think more about the tempo of enemy AD carry. That means if she's low, I need to think that she's going to recall. If she's, you know, missing, then I need to think about if she can go mid lane. And I want to push waves. I want to, because here, if you still have the dead timer of Tristana, absolutely you can go plate, yeah. You can take the plate. But in this case, it's definitely bad because Tristana should be back in the lane pretty soon. So I need to know the tempo of enemy AD carry. Where is she? Did she spawn? How long ago? Roughly speaking, where is she gonna be? Okay, now I don't need you to be a coach to tell me, okay, exactly on this pixel she's gonna be. No, but estimate to me. Tell me like around this or around this, or she just respawned. That's the main takeaway for this specific session, because there are a lot of things that you're missing. So we just need to make sure we take it step by step. Okay, and then you're slow pushing, which is good. You try to go for some little bit of aggressivity right here. I'm liking it. This Tristana is complete boosted silver player using the E on the minions. Thank you. And then you try to go for some QE poke. Nice try. There's no reason for you to push here. Just hold the wave here. Let's see what you're gonna do. Tristana is on the river. They took Drake. Typically, you should push the wave when they are doing Drake, but here you didn't really know. It was quite weird. I don't know if they're on Drake. They jumped over the wall. Tristana is there. I would move my camera there, and if I see Tristana doing Drake and I see Darius is close, then you can consider pushing the wave for sure. If your jungle is not here and they are doing Drake, you don't need to push. Just keep it here, you know. You're not really looking to follow anyways. Okay. Here you have the minions. Let's see what you're gonna do. Yes, they're like super safe. Like you have so many minions right here. So many minions. So when Seraphim walks up, this guy has no E, Tristana, so just click here and hit the Pantheon with the W. Really, really, really easy. The Seraphim, ooh, she got it. And here you could have just looked to ulti. That's how you pick this champ, right? You pick this champ to like ulti right now. Right now, ult here, and then you're just gonna dodge that, and you can auto attack on Tristana.
Okay.
Super, super, super important. Like here you try to kill him. Now you might need to... Yeah, he didn't really have a lot of things. And here, don't use flash. He's already dead. There is the Zerat ult, right? He has many shots right here. The jungle is right there. He's definitely just dead. Like, don't use the flash. Worst case, maybe just he's gonna go on you and use a barrier, but never use the flash on a target that is already dead. That is not good. Okay. That is not good. So be careful with that. Then you push. And here you should go on the river. If the guy is not on the river, then take plates, because you see both the timers of the guy. Same thing. Think about the tempo of enemy AD carry and support. So you can hit the tower, but of course this fight is a lot more important than the tower for now. Then you recall. When you recall, Tristana should be already there, so it's good that you recall now so you don't overextend. Okay, so you got the lane. Your jungle is topside, so play it slow. Keep the wave towards you. You don't really try to do anything on the river. Keep it here. That's good. You don't have ulti, so be careful. But yeah, you walked up because... Okay, she was low. You should push hard here. Pantheon is on the mid lane. And now you were pretty slow at pushing, as you can see. And now you should take plates. You should use W and take plates. Let's see if you did. Yeah, just use W because you can take a lot more plates. A lot more plates. Yeah, ideally...
I think right here I was nervous that since the river was dark, that Pantheon would be able to come up behind us.
Yeah, no worries. Next time you need to look mid lane with your camera to see how much HP the Pantheon has. He's probably pretty low right now, and you also see Volibear going towards top side. So it should be pretty intuitive that after they win the fight mid lane, they should be going for the grubs. I mean, now it depends because it's in low elo. People are not really
Yeah,
doing recalls.
that's my thing is like I try to think like where should they be going next, but
Yeah,
I don't always count
but
on
you
them to
see
do
them.
that
You
because people
see
make
them.
bad decisions.
That's the thing. You see them. You see Volibear moving top lane. You can move your camera on the Pantheon. If he has like 200 HP right now, he can't be bot lane because he just needs to recall.
Right.
And most likely that's like he just fought like a big 3v3 top. So yeah, you can do a lot better. This is why you shouldn't think, oh, but my champion, let me change my champion. No, you just need to improve your mistakes, your fundamentals, your champions has nothing to do with losing this game. Maybe it does have because you're not using your ultimate correctly. You're not trying to like react with the on the stun. So these things you need to improve. These things you need to improve, and you can do much better. So if you enjoy Zaya, absolutely no, like play even only Zaya. If you really enjoy her, no problem at all, because you gotta be good on it. You gotta be reacting to this like ultimate, like stuns and CC and this and that.
I think right now my biggest issue is that in a lane like this where I have a good game plan, I'm not worried about playing it. Where I get scared about playing it is in a lane like Caitlyn Lux or something, just a very poke heavy lane. I feel like I get poked out, I can't get any farm, and then I just fall behind and do nothing.
Yeah, I saw how you played this matchup, and in this matchup you were so scared. So I don't want to see how you
Yeah,
play the Caitlyn one. Again,
very badly.
it is a very hard matchup though. There, Caitlyn Morgana, Caitlyn Lux, Caitlyn Karma. So in that matchup, you very much look on to push if you can, because if you can't really do that, if Caitlyn is good, she's just gonna queue the wave. She gets the push so fast, she outranges you. So you need to conserve your HP and wait for jungle in some of the matchups. So I'm not saying that every time you're gonna like pentakill if you play it good. No, some matchups are bad, but if you know how to
Yeah,
play them, you will still get advantages because again, this is what I'm showing you is recall timing, knowing like now you're recalling, for example, which is horrible. You have a Tristana inside of the tower, low HP. You can
it,
permanently push so you can hit the tower. Why? What if Pantheon comes? Pantheon? Okay. But you have Seraphim as well, and Tristana is low, so he's not gonna 1v2. I mean, you play your champion is so good into Pantheon. So now you should be looking to pressure your 3-0. Pantheon is here. Stay. Don't recall. This is your chance to hit the tower. Why? Because Tristana recalled. How do we know? Well, she was low. So why don't we recall? Because we have a lot of gold. Well, in this case, even if we have a lot of gold, we have good mana, and this is your opportunity to get a lot of plates. This is how you transition it, your lead. Taking the plates when you should take the plates. When there is dead timers right here, when Tristana is recall, when you have enough resources, mana, and HP to take it. So here, W and take it. And if Pantheon goes in on you, chunks you, no problem. Seraphim is gonna get the root on him, and you're gonna, as you're kiting, you're gonna hit him a lot. Use your W onto the tower. So this is how you convert. This is how you convert. And here, permanently push, permanently push. You can't recall now because Tristana is almost back, but you have a lot of money. So at this point, you can't get plates anymore. So in this case, I would just push and recall. Because if I know I can't get plates, then let me just push the wave and try to recall, which you did. And then everyone was staying here. So you're like, oh, everyone is here. Let me stay with them. If they are inside of a fight, you should stay. You should stay. Because if your jungle is around you and your mid, they want to do something, you have a lot of gold though. So if they are not inside of a fight, you can consider to ignore. The chances of them starting a fight is not a super high chance. You can always consider to ignore, to abandon them. Why? Because you want to get your items, you want to carry, you want to get your power specs, your AD carry. So here, I'll be like, oh, I need to stay because they are here. Like, what the fuck are they doing? And the moment I see that this Darius is like a vegetarian, just taking the scuttle, like no fighting, nothing. Okay, I just recall. If I see he's like fighting with the enemy Ramos and it's like, okay, then I can stay. But it's not like, look at this. What is the chance? Like, what is the chance that Darius is gonna start the fight? Like, what is he gonna do? Walk to them and hook them? It's pretty unlikely, isn't it? So if this is a Blitzcrank about to hook, and it's a high chance that he's gonna hit it and go. But now, like, how do we engage? Should we use Darius flash here over the wall and then we like, this is pretty unreliable. So just abandon them. Don't stay. Don't stay. I'm not saying it's it's bad to stay with your teammates in general, because some cases you have to stay if the chances of, starting a fight is high, then you should stay, especially if you have mana and HP. But in that specific case with these champions, I would just recall.
Okay.
I'll just recall. Okay. Yeah, and there's many things in your gameplay. So let's try to... You're not really pushing very much, just AFK. So everyone's pushing very good. In the mid game, you should be pushing. Like now, for example, Tristana is on the river. You should fast push. Because if Tristana is going to do Drake, if Tristana is going to kill your teammates, if Tristana is going to start the fight there, you need to make her lose something. Or at least give yourself the window to be able to move. So push and move. So at this point, just push. Not here, because this is a good push. But there are many cases where it's not clear for you if you should move to the fight, push. Then you push. Seraphim, yeah, she just...
questionable ult.
yeah, she just did something bad in the morning, and now it's a bit hard. And then you're trying to outplay them. You try to ulti, try to E. Then you're not really kiting. You're like kind of standing still, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely for the next session. It's pretty bad. I also need to give you some drills. You're definitely relatively slow with the ults and relatively slow with the spells. And here, yeah, he's trying to hit, you don't kite, then you Q, and he didn't really flash the Lux right here, the Lux Q. No problem, it can happen.
Yep.
It can happen. Okay, then we go to bot. Why you're maxing W, by the way?
What was that?
Why are you maxing your W after E and not Q?
I thought that was the best way to go with
Really?
the attack speed. Yeah.
Okay. And what does the Q give you?
Q I think just gives you a little bit bonus cooldown, a little bit of damage.
Okay. That sounds
But
good. So,
I think it's still it's got damage drop off after the first target hit anyway.
okay, that's fine. Back then when Isaiah was first, you used to max W only with Rakan for the attack speed, but now you actually use W. You max W like every single game. So it's good that you do that. Here I was disappointed. But why do we go bot? If my Zerat is bot, I mean, he's gonna take my wave because I know what Zerat do. So I'll go mid.
Yep.
Okay, so what do I do if he's actually gonna start to go mid? I ping him to push my wave. He pushes my wave, I take his wave, and then we go back to bot. Everyone is happy. If he takes your wave right now and you go bot lane, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Because
there's nothing to get.
then it's going to be like, oh, but AD carry is so weak. Why am I 5 levels down on the enemy top lane? Like, yeah, AD carry is weak, but you can make it weaker with decisions like this.
Yeah.
When it's like, you don't prioritize XP. Okay, Zerat is like doing some Uga Buga chasing until the Nexus kind of challenge here, so he didn't get the wave, but be very careful with decisions like this. That's why you drop very easy in elo, in rank.
Okay.
Because you are very coin flip, very like inconsistent, and you don't have impact in your games really.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you like slow pushing, that's fine. The guy is starting Drake, but it's not like you can push and follow because Darius is still very far away. You did push and you did try to follow.
So that's kind of why I'm looking for like a rule of thumb about just when to start fast pushing period. I obviously like to keep the wave near me throughout most of laning, but if, after a certain amount of time, it's just best practice to just fast push every time now. So I was asking earlier, after like 14 minutes, do you just perma fast push?
Yeah, like, yeah, but it's not that really that easy. So if you need to be on the river, if people are fighting, they're about to fight, your Darius is invading and he's there, you should always fast push. If there is anything that happens on the river or anything that happens aggressivity in the enemy jungle invading, or you should fast push. Do you need to recall?
Okay.
You should fast push and recall. Can you get plays because it's not a recall? You should fast push and recall. Is there anything that you want to be? You want to be into the enemy tower, you want to be on the river, you want to be into the enemy jungle, or simply push the wave so enemy is going to lose a lot of minions? Always push. Unless those are the cases, always slow push. So now there's a fight happening on the Drake. We want to be there, so you fast push, right? Not really.
Yep.
A fight is what? My jungle, which is the most important guy, is like 3 miles away from the Drake. They already started it, so by the time that he's gonna make it there, most likely the Drake is gonna be down. It's a Zerat looking to poke, but that's it. We should not push here. If the Darius is really close to the Zerat and they're pinging to contest Drake, you should be hard pushing and moving fast.
Okay.
But now he's a little bit too far. So by the time that you get there, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to contest. And you saw that that was the case here, right? And I didn't even need to see that you lost this. Because look at the Darius. He's in the brush of the Raptors.
Yeah.
There's no way he can get here in time. But that's the rule of thumb. You need to be on the river. You need to fight. Anything happens, push. Otherwise, slow push. Okay. Should we push here? Yeah, absolutely. Like, you can't keep the wave here. This is pretty bad. This is slow push into you. Just fast push it.
Yeah.
Keep it in the middle. This is good by Seraphim that she pushed it. You don't want it here. And from this point, Pantheon can roam. So you just want to fast push so you can see Tristana into the tower, Pantheon into the tower. Because if you don't see them into the tower and they are mid, you can just take plates. From this point, I will just fast push. Because you can touch the tower if they are not in lane. Pantheon is mid, you push, you take the tower. Very bad trade right there by her. And then what? You recall. I said to go mid lane because you took the bot tower. That's fine. I said to get Infinity Edge. Take this. Let's see how safe you played on this guy as well. Good Q. The guy is behind you. He used his W. So you're like hitting him like a truck. Very, very nice. Now you're going aggressive because he has no W. And now you try to go on him. Then you see volley bit and then you play safe. Quite good. Quite good. Quite good. Not bad actually. I liked it. This is good. Like he used the W on him. Then you're like, oh bro, he has no W. I'm gonna hit on him. Okay, yeah, you're gonna hit on him. This is good. You weren't scared and you're actually walking up like a man. I like that. And you're like, oh shit, the big bear is coming. I'm just gonna run. That's good. You didn't panic with the ulti. And now you have the item in base. So I said, hey, please just recall. And then yeah, Lax was there. You recall for the item. Then you go to mid. We need to play for objective. So you push mid. And now you need to play for your jungle. Jungle is bot side. He's clearing towards the bot side. So you just need to hover him. There is no Drake, no Herald now. And then there is this fight. You join after taking the mid wave. You try to go on the Kayle. He lost vision.
Yeah, this one was really weird because I kept losing vision of Kayle. I know that should have been a kill.
Yeah, that's why you're worried, right? Not lose vision.
Yeah.
Like as you're hitting the Kayle, it should be pretty intuitive that you're at some point you might lose vision. So he just ward. You're even in range of warding. Yeah, that is pretty sad. Shit, that's very sad. But can happen. Yeah, if you don't ward, then nothing you can do. And let's see how you played here. So you go on this guy. Combo is a bit iffy because your combo should always start with Q, auto E, so you can get the root. You did auto attack first, then you Q, and then you miss the root. You see that? That's what I say with the champ. If you play a good Xayah, you don't need any other champion in this game. That's what you need to see here.
Okay.
Then you push, and you try to hit the tower. Then you try to go on Tristana. You have a little bit of gold though, so I don't know why you didn't recall here. 700 gold, you push this wave, you take the tower, and now you recall, right? Because you have 1000 gold, so you can get some nice items with 1000 gold. Because there is nothing that really... Okay, 13 seconds Drake, but your jungle is recalling, so you're not going to get there in time. You have push mid, so they're not going to do it instantly, right?
Right.
So just recall. Spend the gold, 1000 gold. Like the fact that you're not thinking about the enemy and you're just having like a trip here through the mountains and you're just wasting a lot of time. So yeah, we need to think more about the tempo of the enemy AD carry, the recall timings, and also mid game. As you can see, the recall timings right here is very like you have so much gold and you're recalling right here. The mechanics are a little bit iffy because yeah, you're just missing clicks. We don't know how to kite. You know, like you have a lot of situations where Like look at your gold right now, for example. Like you should recall long ago. Now that you stay, I mean, sure, let's stay, let's try. And this is such an easy play. I was actually very disappointing of this. Like now, you know Lux is gonna Q you. So when you hit her, now just walk up, ulti this, and then kill her. Right? There's no reason to be AFK. That's why you have ulti. That's why you play this champion. Because Voldo is on the attacker. So here, just ulti that, click up, and
I guess I did have flash too if volley turns on me.
yeah, but I mean, he's never gonna 100 to 0 you. You have Seraphim around you, Zerat is coming. You have barrier, you can kite, you're gonna have another route as you're kiting, so you can easily make that play, yeah. Can you push? Please recall. You recalled. Then you're staying with your teammates, you get push mid, it's a bit deep there to get, and then you actually went to top, which is very good because you use your time. Because the moment you push this wave mid, you have some time to do something. What do I mean by some time? Well, they don't have wave. The wave is just respawn. This is the enemy wave. So until it gets to the middle, like 30 seconds, you can easily make a play top, which you beautifully tried to do. Of course, it didn't succeed. Okay, actually succeeded, sure. Then you go back to mid to receive the wave, take the wave. That's good. You try to go on this Pantheon that has some missions. Like I think he had the mission to have 10 words in a game, and he succeeded. Then you take this, you have 1000 gold, you hover your teammates a little bit, you get prio mid, which is key, and then you're recalling. You're recalling, but the Ooga Booga Lux try to stop you. Let's see how you kite here. You started with W, Q, E, you're not removing in between auto attacks, you're like standing still. It's a bit iffy, but sure. Just hitting the closest target.
That's what I meant when I said earlier. I know that I don't have the mechanical skills that some of my younger counterparts do. I'm not opposed to trying and learning them. I just know they're not there yet.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Next time we're gonna do some drills. And yeah, here it would be a big mistake. Like you kill 4 people and you're like, oh, so I kill 4 people. I see kill top. I'm gonna recall because someone has to defend. Yeah, Ambessa has to defend. Darius has to defend. But what are we gonna do? Everyone's gonna recall for Kale and then she takes the tower and she leaves? No, just push mid. You are AD carry. You're not responsible to defend top. You have Ambessa. I mean, what do I do if Ambessa is dead? Everyone is dead. And why would I recall? I mean, if you're the absolute only guy that can recall, sure. But you're not. And very rarely you are. Same thing with the Drake, what you did in this game. You're like, oh, I'm starting the Drake. I'm gonna... No. You're not the only guy that is on the map. There are so many people that can do Drake. Why do you start it? Take minions. Take farm. That's what you like on this role.
Okay.
Super important. Okay, good. And yeah, try to get the bots and then should always try to get mid push before moving to the fight, which you usually you do it. Usually. Okay.